I'm Emily.
I'm Erica.
And I'm Abby.
And welcome to the House of OT. And we're here to give you the tea on how to care for a loved one who has recently experienced a brain injury.
So, our brain influences almost everything we do. For this reason, a brain injury can change many things about a person. There are two types of brain injuries. There's traumatic and non-traumatic. If the person's injury is caused by an event like a car accident or a fall, they've experienced a traumatic brain injury. And if they've experienced a medical problem that results in brain damage, such as a stroke or a brain tumor, they've experienced a non-traumatic brain injury. Both types of brain injuries can result in similar symptoms.
So following a brain injury, an individual may experience a decrease in self-awareness, which is the ability to understand your own strengths and weaknesses and to recognize how they impact your daily functioning and interaction with others.
The symptoms for a mild traumatic brain injury can be physical, sensory, cognitive, behavioral, or mental. With regard to the physical symptoms, these can include headache, nausea or vomiting, fatigue or drowsiness, problems with speech, dizziness, or a loss of balance.
The sensory symptoms include blurred vision, ringing in the ears, a bad taste in the mouth, or changes in smell, along with sensitivity to sound or light.
Cognitive, behavioral, or mental symptoms can include loss of consciousness for a few seconds to a few minutes, no loss of consciousness, but a state of being dazed, confused, or disoriented, memory or concentration problems, mood changes or mood swings, feeling depressed or anxious, difficulty sleeping, and sleeping more than usual.
A moderate to severe traumatic brain injury can include any of the signs and symptoms of a mild injury, in addition to other physical and cognitive or mental symptoms.
So some of the physical symptoms include loss of consciousness, persistent headache, repeated vomiting or nausea, convulsions or seizures, dilation of the pupils, clear fluids draining from the nose and the ears, inability to awaken from sleep, weakness or numbness in the toes and fingers, and loss of coordination.
The cognitive or mental symptoms can include profound confusion, agitation, combativeness, or other unusual behavior, slurred speech, coma, and other disorders of consciousness.
So now we're going to address some of the physical, emotional, behavioral, and cognitive concerns that you may observe in your loved one. We will also discuss ways that you can address these concerns and make suggestions for things that you can do to help care for your loved one. Some common physical concerns include pain, fatigue, balance problems, dizziness, and/or sensory changes. You might recognize that your loved one is experiencing pain if they complain of pain, and you could suggest heat or ice as directed. You might notice that they are irritable, avoidant of certain activities, or guarding. Ways to address these concerns include assisting them with proper bed positioning techniques, such as placing pillows under their head and between their knees and legs. If you observe that your loved one is dizzy or having balance problems, they might be unsteady when walking, they might complain that things are spinning or moving, or indicate that they are lightheaded or nauseous, and they may need support to sit or walk. Safety is the most important thing to consider. To ensure safety, adjust your home by removing any clutter that could be a fall hazard and ensure your loved one gets up slowly from sitting to standing or waits a minute and takes a break before getting up if they feel dizzy. Help your loved one with medications and make a routine so they are consistent and take the medications they need on a daily basis. Use visual notes and reminders if your loved one experiences memory problems. Also, remind your loved one of any dangers or hazards in the house, as they could have experienced sensory changes and might not be able to feel extreme hot or cold temperatures, which could lead to burns or injury.
If your loved one is experiencing emotional or behavioral concerns, you may see symptoms of agitation or frustration. The person may experience a wide range of feelings, including anger, anxiety, sadness, or impulsivity. Create lists, reminders, and plans. Also, avoid labeling or categorizing the person to prevent reinforcing any negative feelings. Try to encourage anger management strategies and discuss problems when both of you are feeling calm. Try to change the subject if it's causing anger and identify what triggers the anger. You can also help them learn some relaxation techniques, such as activities that are meaningful to your loved one. Suggest that they keep a diary or a journal and discuss their problems and fears with them to help them problem solve. And also, do not forget, don't take it personally. The person is angry because of their injury and not because of you.
Cognitive deficits may be present, such as memory, communication, and attention concerns, which may also hinder the ability to learn new tasks. You may observe your loved one having difficulty with decision making, planning, and problem solving. It may take them longer to make decisions, answer questions, and understand things. You may observe them being more disorganized, late for appointments, and they may have a hard time starting a task. You may also experience that your loved one finds it difficult to prioritize and set goals, takes things too literally, and is impulsive. You can help your loved one by starting with simple tasks and break larger activities into smaller tasks. Encourage your loved one to work on one thing at a time and allow for extra time to complete the task at hand. To help with decisions, discuss the pros and cons and try to limit options. Try to eliminate distractions when they are trying to complete a task. For example, turning off the TV. Also remember to be patient. Your loved one may need time to think about their question and/or answer. If they cannot find the right word, ask them to describe it. Also, communication is key. Keep information simple. Speak slowly and be as clear as you can. Try to make sure only one person is talking at a time. You may need to start the conversation. Asking open-ended questions can help. And talk about topics that your loved one is familiar with and avoid changing subjects too quickly.
So being a caregiver takes a lot of work, so make sure to take care of yourself too. Be mindful of symptoms of caregiver burnout, which is accompanied by a change in attitude from positive and caring to negative and unconcerned.
Burnout can occur when one doesn't get the help they need, or if they try to do more than they are able, physically or financially. Many caregivers also feel guilty if they spend time on themselves rather than on their loved one that they are caring for.
Caregiver burnout may consist of fatigue, stress, anxiety, and depression. Take the time to do meaningful activities and recognize your limits to provide the best quality of care. Be sure to ask for help and connect with others through support groups in the community. Thank you everyone for listening to us. We hope this was helpful for you, and we hope that you stay tuned for the next episode of
The House of OT!
Signing out, I'm Abby.
I'm Erica.
And I'm Emily.
See you next time.
Bye!